Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. We've done it, I can't believe what I've witnessed, I really can't believe what I've witnessed. Porto 0, Chelsea 2. You know, the one result that I didn't truly believe would happen, as you guys know, I predicted the 1-1, but this result helps us so much. We've pretty much, at this rate, guaranteed a semi-final spot. That's how deep it is. And I mean, the display to top it off, fantastic in that second half. We looked great. Before we get diving into the nitty gritty, I want to ask you guys, if you are new, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Don't forget to check out my Patreon, patreon.com/YTF, as well as my other social media links. You can find all information in the bar below, which I have now included. Brand new layout, brand new setup, brand new Chelsea. I mean, what a result that was. I cannot fathom what Chelsea have done tonight. With the display that we had, especially in the first half, it looked a bit cagey, and I was truly beginning to doubt whether we would even get a goal. You know, I was thinking, look, if we get an away goal, brilliant, advantage. Take an away goal, going to the second leg, cool. Just as long as we don't concede. We done better than that. We doubled that. We thought, why not get two instead? 2 away goals going into a second leg, played at the same stadium, on the same pitch, against the same players. I mean, the circumstances are absolutely in our favour. 120%, not 100%, 120%. It's mathematically impossible, but that's what it is, because that's how Chelsea get things done. Anyway, let's get into the lineup and what Thomas Tuchel decided to go with, because there were a couple of replacements when we look at the West Brom game. I think we can put that to bed now. I did say we needed a reaction, and boy did we get one. Let's have a look at the lineup and what Thomas Tuchel decided to field. This was it. Mendy in goal, Azpilicueta, Christensen, Rudiger as the back three, Reece James as right wing back, Ben Chilwell as left wing back, Jorginho and Kovacic as the two in the double pivot. We got Mason Mount, Kai Havertz and Timo Werner up front. Now, the first half, first 10 minutes, we looked okay. It was more of a case of being in control of the game, not really allowing Porto to, do anything on the ball when trying to attack. And as well as that, we had, the opportunities to get near to their box. Moving to the next 10 minutes and the game flipped, we got to admit, Porto were playing some very good football. And I was really beginning to doubt, because compared to the Atletico game, Porto were braver. They were attacking more. They had chances. They worked Mendy. And I was really beginning to think, Porto could actually get a goal here. They're not playing like Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid just looked like they didn't even want a goal. Porto, though, they did. They really did. However, when that went further into the end of the first half, we move into the second half, it's just started to all go into our favour a little bit more. It all just started to balance out and work in Chelsea's favour, and that came through the first goal. Fantastic pass from Jorginho to pick out Mason Mount. And Mason Mount didn't waste any time, and that is what we've needed. We've needed in some of our attacking players is instinct. He took instinct. He got the ball from Jorginho, and even before that, if you look at the move and the way that they managed to get through on goal, because the problem we had was Werner, Havertz, and Mason Mount to an extent. They were all looking quite isolated. It's like they'd hit a brick wall. They'd advance the ball, boom, nowhere to go. And then trying to pick out a runner is always difficult, because Porto were defending with a 5 and then a 4 right in front, and it was just, concrete mania. Really, really hard to really penetrate through. But Mason Mount, Jorginho, opportunistic. They were opportunists, They went full on edge from WWE. Proper opportunistic. If you know the reference, you know the reference, you're an OG. As simple as that. But Mason Mount managed to take the 180. Jorginho saw the through, picked the through ball, put it into his path, fantastic weight on the ball, Mason Mount running in between, all the space in the world, and he didn't think, let me keep running and get closer to the goal. He thought, there's a spot, I'm going to pick it, I'm going to put it there. And boy did he. Bottom corner, fantastic shot. Keeper near enough, got something on it but not enough. Bottom corner, 1-0 Chelsea. And at that point, that was the turning point. That was a turning point, because I was looking at this and thinking, we've got the away goal. That's it. We have the ball in our court now. we are in the driving seat. We have the advantage. Now, Porto can't be as defensive as they were at 0-0, albeit they were, I would say, set up very similarly to how West Brom was set up when West Brom were 2-1 up against us at half-time. If you go back to that second half, you see West Brom were very contained, very disciplined, and they were launching the counter-attack. That's how it looked like Porto were playing at times when it was 0-0, albeit they had some attacking moments where they were just going for it, and fair play to them, as I've said, they were quite brave. But when we went 1-0 up, there was no more of that trying to contain and just trying to sit back and wait. They had to come out. They had to come out because they need a goal. We have the away goal. You can't just not try to attack and just sit back and contain and wait for something to happen, because we could just do the same thing, nullify the game, take a 1-0 win. Porto had to come out, so they did. And that just worked into our favour. Second half, we looked less sloppy. There were moments in that first half where we were sloppy. We didn't create enough. In the second half, we did. Albeit the casualties came from Werner and Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz, I felt like, was marked out of the game quite heavy. And his style didn't suit who he was playing up against. That defence were very robust, and just numbers around Havertz didn't really allow him to do anything. You know, you need someone creative, small, with pace and agility to really try and do something. And hence why I think Havertz was struggling. Timo Werner, you could say on the flip side, managed to create space for himself, but done absolutely nothing on the ball. You know, 3 times we saw him make a very stupid mistake. And a stupid mistake, I mean, by losing possession very easily. You know, twice. One I could understand to an extent because, you know, it was a clash of legs with the Porto defender and whoever it was. But the second one, where he was running with the ball and then just left the ball behind. I mean, how does that happen? How do you run with the ball and then just go, I'm just going to leave the ball behind and keep running? I mean, what? Anyway, Thomas Tuchel took action. He took action, and I said it on the watch-along. If you were watching the watch-along, I did say, look, if Werner starts to make mistakes, whilst we know the game is starting to suit his style, with Porto having to come out, there's space for Werner to run in behind now. There's no more of them trying to contain and close all the gaps. Werner's going to have space to run into. So if he makes mistakes and doesn't utilise it, he's got to come off. Thomas Tuchel done just that. Brought on Olivier Giroud, brought on Christian Pulisic to replace Werner and Havertz, who both were clearly struggling for different reasons, as I've already explained. But perfect substitution, because I felt like Pulisic was a little bit more threatening, a little bit more agile, a little bit more dominant in terms of the spaces that he was covering, because he was covering more ground than Kai Havertz, I feel. And him alongside Mason Mount just worked a lot better. Giroud coming on for Werner because we know what Giroud can do, and with a 1-0 lead, you kind of want Giroud to be, again, the opportunist up top, just in case if a ball does fall to him. He can put a ball in the net. So, tactically, from Thomas Tuchel, that worked brilliantly. Later on, he brought on Kante. Kante to shut up shop. You know, he's our modern day John Obi Mikel at times. When it comes into situations like this, Champions League quarter-final, you need to shut shop. Yeah, call and go Kante. Because that's what Thomas Tuchel done. And fair play, you know. We had Kovacic, Jorginho and Kante as the 3 midfielders. He changed the setup a little bit. Afterwards, took off Reece James. We had the introduction of Emerson, and that worked very, very nicely at the very end. We all thought, you know what, why not send him on for 3 minutes to try and see if he can replicate what he did against Atletico Madrid. That would be diamond. That would be absolute diamond. But anyway, he didn't. But we managed to get the second goal through Ben Chilwell. That goal, just absolutely brilliant. Again, opportunistic. We saw a gap to exploit. Chilwell closing the press, closing the gap down. Fantastic pressing from Chilwell. Put the defender under pressure. Won the ball. Went in on goal. 1-on-1. Went around the goalkeeper. Slotted it in. 2-0 winners on the night. We fully deserved it. Especially the second half performance. You could see that Porto were beginning to run out of ideas. They were really beginning to run out of ideas. And they were starting to get desperate. Men were starting to fall down very easily, and that was from the beginning of the second half. You could see they were just looking for penalties, looking for fouls, looking for this. And the referee, I have to give a big shout out to, because he had a fantastic performance tonight. Referee tonight was spot on. Brilliant to see. Finally, a competent referee around here. Nice. Anyway, we got the result. 2-0 winners on the night, and honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. Now, we honestly have to start believing. This is what it's come to now. We have to start believing. Not once would I have thought that we would be 2-0 winners in the first leg with 2 away goals going into the second leg against Porto in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Knowing now, if we can just keep this result, We don't even need to score. You know, we could lose 1-0 and still go through. It's looking so good. Semi-final. We have a leg in the semi-final now. We definitely have a foot in that semi-final. And it looks like it's going to be against Real Madrid, unless if Liverpool can turn it around, which I doubt personally, but it's possible. It's possible. They've got the away goal. If they win 2-0, they go through. So it's not dead yet for them. But I do see Real Madrid advancing. It would be another Spanish opposition in the semi-final. Again, just like 2012. We'll see what happens. But, look, I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Looking at the stats and the fact that Porto actually had more chances than us, to know that we've won 2-0 and we were very effective. Piece of cake. Absolute piece of cake. Diamond, you know, like a cherry on the cake. And icing as well. And all sorts. Whatever you want to add on top, add on top. That's what tonight felt like. Beautiful result. Beautiful result. Well done, Chelsea. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section below. How did you see the game today? Do you believe now? Do you believe that not only could we be going to Istanbul, but we could go all the way? Do you believe that it can happen now? We'll see. It's starting to get tasty. It's really starting to get to that point now. I'm personally still looking to wake up. I still feel like I'm in a dream. It doesn't feel like this is real. Looking how we started off the season compared to how we are now, it really is a 2012 on repeat. So far, it's been identical. Let's hope it stays that way. But let me know in the comments how all of you are feeling. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Check out my social media links, as you can see down here. My Patreon, patreon.com/YTF. My Twitter, my Instagram, as well as the YTF Podcast Clips channel here on YouTube. Subscribe to it. Check out what I have to put out for all of you. Thank you all so much. I will see all of you tomorrow for a brand new video. Have a good one. Enjoy your night. Celebrate. Go mental. Do what you got to do. And I'll see all of you tomorrow. Have a good one. Look after yourselves. Take care. And peace.